And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live today. We're Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, show number 2021. Rolling along here on this beautiful Valentine's Day 2024. So happy Valentine's to you on the day of love. Hope it's going to be a good one for you. And so we would hope you either get what you want for Valentine's Day or give what you want for Valentine's Day, or both. So it's supposed to be a two-way street, so hopefully you give as much as you get, and you get as much as you give. So there you go. It is a Wednesday, beautiful day out there. Going to be joined by Joseph Taylor. He's joining us here in a little while. Also, top of the hour, Greg Salyer talking Major League Baseball. Spring training has begun. Teams are in camp and ready to go. Pitchers and catchers reporting first. The rest of the teams will be coming in there. Greg gives an update on that top of the hour. And we're also going to be joined a little bit later on by Kelly Broussard from the Elizabethton High School swim team. Just came back from the state swim meet. Had a real good showing, and so she'll tell us about that and the other schools here around the area that did well for the state swim meet this past weekend in Nashville. So all that and a whole lot more. We're going to start with high school basketball coming up. We'll do that right after the national anthem, and we'll get it going today with who? Who will do it? Let's bring in, haven't had them for a while, the Kingdom Bears out of Dollywood on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
1, 2. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks for being with us. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on this Valentine's Day, Wednesday. Looking forward to talking it up throughout the day. Again, the heart-shaped trays are gone. They're already sold out. So they were sold out quick this morning, and so they're gone. And so they got a double batch, and every one of them are gone. So you can still get the 30-count nuggets and the strips if you want to, but you can get anything you want to, but just the heart-shaped trays to put them in to give to your Valentine are gone. They sold them all out very quickly this morning. It's a big hit. Even ordered double this year, and they still ran through them. So that's a happy problem to have. So let's take a look at some high school basketball last night. Let's see, on the girls' side of things, it was Crockett. The polls are out. We'll run down through those in a minute. We'll tell you that Crockett, the girls are 6th in the state. They beat Tennessee High last night, 75-46. Sullivan East loses to North Green by, 76-43 was the final there. So they lost by, 33 points. And it was Westridge defeating Volunteer by 1 in girls high school basketball, happening last night. For the boys' side of things, you had Crockett beating Tennessee High by 4 at Viking Hall. West Green all over Happy Valley, beat them by 19 last night. It was North Green, a 9-point win over Sullivan East guys. South Green, no problem. Johnson County beat them 82-59. And then Westridge be volunteered by 13 in boys high school basketball from yesterday and last night. So then you look at the polls out. As we said, 4 this week, high school basketball polls out. They're late getting them out, but they are here on this Valentine's Day Wednesday for 4A basketball, top 10 in the state. No local teams are in. Cordova, the number 1 team in the state. Then comes Bartlett, Cookeville, Siegel, Independence, Knox-Bearden, Hillsboro, Ravenwood, Ray County, and Beach are your top 10 in the state in 4A. In 3A, Crockett's guys, only local team. For Cody Cannell, got the big win last night. And so they're 9th in the state. The number 1 team in the state in 3A boys is Fulton. Fayette Ware 2nd, Dyer County 3rd, Munford 4th. Upperman, the Bees, are 5th in the state. Then comes Ridgeway, Bolivar Central, Lawrence County, Crockett from our neck of the woods. And Dyersburg rounds out the top 10. In 2A, Douglas number 1, Gatlinburg Pittman number 2, Tyner Academy number 3, Kingston number 4, Ripley at number 5 in the state. At number 6, the Rebels of South Green. 7th is Westmoreland. Grundy County is 8th. 9th is Whites Creek. And Camden rounds out the top 10 for the boys in 2A. And in single A, University High falls out of the top 10. They go to honorable mention this week. Harriman at number 1, Union City number 2, Santa Fe at number 3, Pickett County number 4, Humboldt at number 5, Middleton at number 6, Chattanooga Prep at number 7, Houston County number 8, South Pittsburgh number 9, and Memphis AS&E is at number 10. And University High gets an honorable mention in boys high school basketball. All right, let's look at the tournament. Tournament play starts in 4A on Saturday. Westridge and Daniel Boone at 1:30. Dobbins Minute and Science Hills guys at 5 o'clock, all day at Westridge. At Claiborne High School on Saturday. See, to Friday night, Cherokee and Volunteer will play. On Friday, that winner plays Greenville on Saturday, and then Claiborne and Granger play on Saturday as well in the District 1 2A tournament down in Claiborne in New Tazewell. In District 1 2A at Daniel Boone last night, it was West Green defeating Happy Valley 66-47. Happy Valley's eliminated. South Green stopped Johnson County season, so Friday is West Green and Chucky Doak and South Green and Hampton. Boy, that'll be a matchup. Those will be at Daniel Boone on Friday night. South Green 22-6 and Hampton at 18-9. That'll be a great matchup on Friday night again at, as we said, at Daniel Boone High School. And single A, it'll be played at Happy Valley right up the road here. Starting on Saturday, Cloudland and University High at 6 o'clock, and Unaka and North Green at 7:30 on Saturday. So that's your boys' tournament action. The 3A's not been announced, but we do know that Elizabethton plays on Friday night at 7:30, more than likely against Unicoi County. The winner moves on, the loser will be eliminated. All right, the girls' polls statewide. Let's take a look at that. In 4A, the number 1 ladies team are the Lady Bears of Bradley Central. Clarksville number 2, Bearden Bulldogs, Lady Bulldogs number 3. Coffee County 4, Sevier County 5, Cookeville 6. Brentwood is at number 7, Lebanon number 8. Campbell County, the Lady Cougars are number 9. And rounding out the top 10 for the ladies in the state, the Lady Hurricanes Morristown East at number 10. In 3A basketball, Crockett's Lady Pioneers are at number 6 in the state. We'll talk to Thomas Gooch tomorrow, head coach of the Crockett Pioneers. White County, number 1 ladies team in 3A in the state. The Upperman Lady, well, we got to put them in too. They got non-ranked, so that's a Northeast Tennessee team. Cock County's ladies are at number 10 in the state in 3A basketball. In let's see, in 2A, none of our local teams are in. McMinn Central number 1, Gibson County number 2, Gatlinburg Pittman number 3, number 4 in 2A girls, Loretto, Huntington number 5. 6 is Cheatham County, 7th is Summertown, 8th is Westview, 9th is York Institute, and rounding out the top 10 will be Cannon County. In single A, the highest ranked team in the area, the Cloudland Lady Highlanders, number 3 in the state. Wayne County 1, Pickett County 2, Cloudland 3, Richland 4, Sunbright 5, McKenzie 6, Sale Creek at number 7. 8th is Middle College. 9th is Moore County and East Robertson rounding out the top 10. So, girls basketball. Morristown East, number 10 in the state in 4A. In 3A, Crockett at number 6, Cobb County at number 10. And in single A girls, Cloudland at number 3 in the state. Tournament play for the ladies looks like this. On Saturday at noon, Westridge and Daniel Boone's ladies at Westridge. Science Hill play Dobbins Minute, all the district tournaments of Westridge this year. So that's what's going on there. Hello, Thomas Stout. In the 2A, or District 2, 3A, I'm sorry. At Claiborne High School, you have first round at Cherokee and Claiborne. That winner plays Greenville on Saturday, and then Granger and Volunteer will play at 6 o'clock on Saturday as well. All that at Claiborne High School. In District 1, 2A, the opening games, Happy Valley eliminated West Green, and Chucky Doak beat Johnson County on Monday night, so they'll play tomorrow night. Happy Valley's Lady Warriors will take on Hampton. And Chucky Doak's Lady Black Knights take on South Green. That'll be tomorrow night at Daniel Boone. District 1 Single A Girls Tournament at Happy Valley High School. University High's ladies in Cloudland will play at 6 on Friday night. And Unaka will take on North Green at 7:30 on Friday night. And that for you, again, is the high school basketball roundup and what we got for the moment. Again, the Lady Cyclones play on Saturday. I'm thinking more than likely against Tennessee High. And the guys play on Friday night more than likely against Unicoi County. We'll have both of them for you here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. We are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Again, the heart-shaped trays are gone. They sold them all out early this morning, so they ran through them. A lot of folks came and got either cookies, or strips, or chicken minis. I'm sorry, it was nuggets, chicken minis, and cookies. Don't make a difference. They're sold out. The heart-shaped trays, anyway. You can still come get those great. Well, the chicken minis are breakfast only, but the other two you can still get and create your own little Valentine's Day basket, I guess. That'd be pretty cool. We'll take a quick break, come right back. We'll take a look at college basketball. A couple of upsets last night. Problems continue in Chapel Hill. They lose again last night. We'll tell you all about that right after this time out from one of our great sponsors, Making a Go. Happy wedding anniversary today, too, by the way, on Valentine's Day to Coach Sean Witten and his lovely sidekick, Miss Katie. So, happy anniversary to Sean Smart. He got married on Valentine's Day. You can't forget that one. So, there you go. Happy Valentine's Day to Coach Witten and to Katie from the Tom Taylor Sports Show. The Eagles Center, downtown Elizabeth, and what's it all about, ma'am?
Well, thank you, Tom. It's a great place to shop. We have a little bit of everything. We like to use the quote, "Things tell a story when people no longer can."
Mm-hmm.
So we have a building full of things that are reminders of our past, good conversation pieces, things that add character to your home, collectibles, home decor, furniture, vinyls, coins, just a little bit of everything.
2 floors. How many vendors?
We have over 50 vendors.
Over
We have
50 vendors.
Downstairs and a main floor.
Lots and lots of things in here. Something for everybody, for kids, for men, for ladies. Going back, antiques is what it's all about. So, period costumes, period clothing, period jewelry, furniture, glassware. It's all right here. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday.
Social media, how to find you?
And we're on Facebook at Eagle Center Co-op, and then we have an Instagram that's Eagle Center Antiques.
Yep. And the phone number is?
It's 542-5547.
Last thing, what separates the Eagle Center from all the other antique stores in the Tri-Cities?
Well, I think it's probably the vendors. We just have really good vendors who bring in really quality things, and they change up all the time. They're in and out every week, bringing new things, and they're really good about keeping their booths clean and neat, and the things are displayed easily so you can see them. And we just have a lot of unique, unusual things.
And the slogan is?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
There you go. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. He's here. He's going to join us in a few minutes. We've got lots to talk about. The college football playoff, I can let him peruse on that a little bit. That's something that's they're getting ready to, we'll let him talk about that. Him being Joseph Taylor. Top of the hour, Greg Salyer coming. Major League Baseball spring training, they're in. First at bat for Shohei Ohtani. Guess what he did? Let me think. Yeah, he hit a home run. First AB, taking batting practice in the Dodgers training camp, and he hammers out a home run. So, how about that? All right, let's take a look at top 25 college basketball. As we said before the break, problems continue for North Carolina. Syracuse got them last night. Tar Heels lose 86-79. 21st ranked Virginia upset. Pitt got them by 11. You have 4th ranked Marquette last night, 4-point win over Butler. 6-point win over Butler. 16th ranked Duquesne. 16th ranked Dayton beat Duquesne by 16. 14th ranked Illinois over Michigan by 9. 23rd ranked Indiana State. They are a 13-point winner over. Nope, they got beat. We'll overlook that one. So Indiana State. Sycamores. Upset. First time they're in the top 25 since 1979, and they got knocked out. Probably dropped now. They got beat last night. 10th ranked Iowa State over Cincinnati by 9. We told you North Carolina lost, Virginia lost. There's 3 upsets now. 17th ranked Creighton with a big win of 22 points over Georgetown. 22nd ranked Kentucky, the Wildcats bouncing back after dropping to number 22 in the polls. A 12-point win over Ole Miss at home. 20th ranked Wisconsin beats Ohio State by 8. 12th ranked Baylor, a 17-point win over 25th ranked Oklahoma in the battle top 25s. And the last one, 19th ranked BYU with a 2-point win over Central Florida. Tonight, we'll have Joseph talk about it in a second. It's Tennessee, 8th ranked in the country, on the road at Arkansas tonight. Will not be an easy place to play. Nowhere is an easy place to play in the SEC when you got a target on your back and you're 8th in the country. 11th ranked South Carolina. Keep an eye on this team. They're playing very good basketball. They'll be at number 13 Auburn tonight. That's a good matchup there. And then the top-ranked team in the country, UConn, the Huskies, will be at DePaul. So that's your top 25. But, of course, for us here local, Tennessee on the road tonight in Arkansas at Bud Walton Arena. And so we'll let Joseph talk about that coming up here in just a second. We are live here again at Chick-fil-A. If you've not gone yet, go to collinsandcompany.info. They have thousands and thousands and thousands of ball cards and memorabilia and Pokemon cards and NASCAR cards and baseball, basketball, football cards, boxes, individuals. If you're a card collector, you'll go, your eyes will glaze over. You'll go La La Land, go gaga. So check it out, collinsandcompany.info. It's there till next Tuesday. Start out at $1 a bid, but I'm sure way past that. Again, if you're coming in for the heart-shaped trays today, they are gone. They're sold out. They went quick. And so that was the Valentine's Day opportunity here, again, at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton, and they is gone. So we'll take a break. We'll come right back, and we will be joined by Joseph Taylor from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. He joins us coming up next. But first, we want to do this from one of our great sponsors, TNS Home Improvements, on the Tom Taylor Sports. On to Travis Constable again with TNS Home Improvements. Tell me what it's all about, sir.
Well, we build decks, do porches, roofing, underpinning under mobile homes, a little bit of remodel work, but with the decks and roofing, we just try to stick on that end of things.
Absolutely. And so they've been at it for how many years now?
We've been at it for a little over 3 years now.
3 years. TNS Home Improvements. They go all over the Tri-Cities. You take quotes. You're licensed and bonded, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
So I make the phone call. Let's step me through it real quick. I make the phone call, get a hold of you, say we're going to come out and see what you've got going on and tell me what do you do, take it from there. What happens next?
I'll schedule a day and time to come out and speak with you and give you an estimate, and you just have to say yay or nay, and then we put you on the schedule.
Social media, how do we find you?
Facebook.
Yep. And the phone number is?
423-946-8432.
They've been at it, folks. Again, started with a drill and a Chevy, what was a Chevy Blazer?
Chevy Trailblazer.
Trailblazer. And now they're up to 5 full-time employees and four part-time employees. They're going great guns. They want to help you. Let them come give you a quote on what you need. TNS Home Improvements, sponsor of the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
So I stopped in at Chick-fil-A for lunch and saw Officer Wilson come in. I decided to place a dine-in mobile order and have a cookie delivered to him just to show appreciation for his service for our community.
A few minutes later, I noticed that Officer Wilson had gotten up and left, and I knew he hadn't gotten his cookie yet.
I'm headed to my car. I turn around and I see Allie, and she's running after me.
Mr. Police Officer, Mr. Police Officer.
Usually when someone yells officer, officer, they want to ask me about a ticket they got. I absolutely wanted the cookie. This cookie is delicious.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, we are live, and he is here, and we're glad to have you. Hadn't been here for a while, and so, hello, Joseph Taylor. How you doing?
Oh, man, couldn't be better. Could not be better. Happy to be here.
Yep, happy Valentine's Day to you and Mrs. Taylor.
Yes.
So,
Happy Valentine's Day, Leslie.
there you go. And to the girls. Now, do you get the girls' things? Of course you do.
We do.
Oh,
We
yeah.
typically do, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, they are sweethearts, sweet kids, sweet lady. You're a pretty good fellow yourself, so.
Got to go when at 1 o'clock, Emma has a dance.
Oh, really?
At the school. Yes, sir. So, going to head there and watch
Absolutely.
her do the waltz with some boy.
You okay with that? Get ready, sir.
I know. That's what they tell me.
Oh, trust me. First time mine came on and said, so-and-so wanted to. I said, really? And I pulled out an application and blood test and socials. And no, but as a daddy, it's tough watching little girls have some stinky boy want to. Of course, she's what, third grade?
No, first.
First grade.
So we got a second grader and a first
That's
grader.
right,
and
second and first.
They're both talking about boys already. I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
We're the
Oh,
junior
yeah.
high school. Let's wait a little while.
Yeah. They'll be here soon enough. Trust
Yeah.
me. All right, Tennessee at Arkansas coming up tonight down at Bud Walton Arena in Fayetteville, Arkansas. What do you think?
No gimmies in the SEC on the
No?
road, none at all. Y'all, I mean, last night Texas A&M they beat Tennessee on Saturday like a drum. Come up and lose at Vanderbilt. There are no gimmies in
No.
the SEC, so Tennessee's going to have to go down there and they're going to have to play well. Do not look at Arkansas's record. They have had a rough year, but you're going to have to go down there and earn it.
Well, it'll be their Super Bowl
Yeah.
game, if you will, if they can beat Tennessee tonight. No question. Top-ranked team in the country. They'll turn things around for them, so they got to be ready to go. Of course, they are living and dying with Connect, and with good reason, I guess. But they get some other scoring. Vescovi's not done much
No,
this year.
not at all. And so I can't remember. So it was 2 games ago. I thought Tennessee played their best game all year. Can't remember who it was against. But Josiah Jordan-James had a huge game. Zakai had a big game. They didn't have to rely on Connect. If the whole premise of their offense is going to be live and die with Connect, it's not going to go well. They've got to get everybody else involved and then let Connect score, along with everybody else, not just by himself.
Yep. And so they'll play at Arkansas tonight. They're going to be upset-minded, no question. So right now, UConn plays again tonight. Number 1 team in the country plays at DePaul. The team I keep talking about is South Carolina. They are getting better, and they're up to number 11, and they continue to improve. The coach has got that program turned around.
Yeah, they're rolling. They're
Yeah.
absolutely rolling. Nobody wants to see them come in. It'll be interesting to see them at Auburn. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be a good game.
Yep. All right, so what's your take? We haven't been on for a while together, so what's your take on Nico and the NIL and the NCAA, the investigation in Knoxville? What's your take on all that?
Goodness gracious. It looked like, I think the NCAA thought they were going to just come in and investigate Tennessee, and Tennessee do what they did the last time and just be the perfect little program to follow all the rules and help them. But Tennessee said, no, we've already been punished. You're not going to come in here and let us roll over again. We're going to come out swinging. I was proud of the athletic department
Yeah.
because I think that the Attorney General made a good point yesterday. The NCAA says that students should not be able to use NIL in determining where they're going to school. So the Attorney General says to the NCAA yesterday, so would the NCAA ever give out the NCAA tournament without knowing who the bidder was or what the winning bid was? Of course not.
Of course not.
No.
It's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
So, well, it's a high stakes game.
Yeah.
Kids shouldn't go where then what's the point of having NIL? I mean, now repeat what you said. The Attorney General said what now? Say it again.
The Attorney General said that what the NCAA is saying with NIL, you're not supposed to use it as an inducement, as a reason for the guy to come play. And he said, would the NCAA ever award the NCAA tournament without knowing what the bid was? Of course they wouldn't.
So the inducement, that's a crock because that's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's their whole thing.
That is the whole point of having NIL.
And
Is if Joseph Taylor, we'll pick two schools, Joseph Taylor, East Tennessee State. Let's go to the bigger. Let's go higher up. Tennessee, and pick another school. What would be another school you go to? All right, Tennessee and Alabama. Let's do it right here. All right, so the inducement process. Joseph Taylor says, I want to go to UT. They said, you know what, we'll pay you. Pull one out of the sky here. We'll pay you $50,000 a year to get down and promote Chick-fil-A in Knoxville. Okay. The inducement process comes in. Alabama says, hold everything. Joseph, you're better than that.
Yeah.
We'll pay you $75,000 to come play football in Alabama. We'll talk about a Chick-fil-A if they even have one in Tuscaloosa. I don't know if they do or not. So 50 for Tennessee, 75,000 for Alabama. That's the inducement. What is Joseph Taylor, pray tell, going to do? I'm going to guess
Go to the highest bidder.
he's going to the highest bidder.
Most definitely.
This is the crux of what is involved in calling the name, image, and likeness. It's all about the money trail. Texas A&M, again, we heard last 2 years, the big recruiting years out there because they throw a lot of money at those guys to endorse products, everything from lawn care to vitamins. I mean, you name it, they're out there doing it, and it's okay because that's the rules they've set. So the NCAA says that shouldn't be the reason you're going to a school.
Yeah. That's their whole thing, and that they got upset. The NCAA is really hunkering in on Tennessee because Nico flew on a private plane that was provided by one of these NIL. But there's a word for it. I can't think of it. Collective
Sports managing group.
Yeah. And that's what's got them all up in arms. But that's what the Attorney General for Tennessee was like, wait, hold on. If people don't know what their NIL offers are, you can't imagine a kid just like being like, oh, by the way, yeah, oh, that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
There's no way.
So what was he supposed to go in a rickshaw? I mean, how was he supposed to get there? I mean, and you're whining and dining these guys.
Yeah.
And the point of doing it is you put them in first-class accommodations, put them in first-class hotels. You love on them, shower them with love and affection, if you will, and that translates into, I'll go play ball for there. I mean, it's a who can outdo who money-wise.
And now the NCAA wants to go back and penalize teams. It'd be like me getting mad at my girls for staying up too late when I didn't give them a bedtime.
There you go.
I mean,
as Andrew McKeon said so well last week, you're flying the plane, you're trying to fix the plane while it's in the air.
Yep, 100%.
And it's out there now. So, logically speaking, when all this started a couple of years ago, whenever the NIL got going, I said it then, I'm going to say it now. Why did they not sit down? Okay, case in point, we'll use a goofy analogy. We've opened up a Chick-fil-A. We're not going to set the hours when they're going to be open. We're just going to do it. We're going to open at 4 today, 6 o'clock tomorrow, 7:30 the next day. We don't know what we're going to do yet. We're just going to kind of fly along till we decide what we're going to do. And then we're going to start open. We said we're going to open up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, the people have been coming at 4. They go, well, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, we've changed the rules. Well, why didn't you tell us in the beginning when you first opened the restaurant? Goofy analogy, but the point is taken. They started this thing. They created this program with no guidelines in the beginning. Just threw it to the wind. We'll figure it out on down the road. Let's just open up the barn door and let them out. We'll try and catch up with them, try and reel them back in later on, and they can't do it. They're not going to do it.
And we've talked about this on here before. The NCAA had 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years knowing this was coming. And they begged and begged and begged for the legislation. They wanted lawmakers to come in and do it because they didn't want to do it themselves.
Yep.
Well, when the lawmakers wouldn't do it, and finally some of these athletes would sue the schools through their own state, And of course, the state can say, "Well, of course you can make money on your own name, name, image, and likeness. Of course you can." And that now the NCAA just they had plenty of time to put a plan in place, and now they're going to try to retroactively punish people. This is crazy.
Yeah, and there's no rules on a national scope.
Nope.
Now it's state by state, and that presents more problems because the ones in Mississippi may be more lax than what they are in Tennessee, and Tennessee may be more giving, if you will, than what you can get if you go to Oklahoma, a school in Oklahoma. So it's all over the road. NCAA, I still say you've seen the demise of this organization. Then we get this story coming up, which is really interesting. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, talking sports. Hello to Katie Whitten. Katie and Sean are having an anniversary today.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, Sean and Katie sitting in the tree. He'll love this. KISSING. So happy anniversary.
I think I saw on Facebook or Twitter 20 years.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
He's a smart guy. He got married on Valentine's Day. You can't forget that one. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Way to go, Coach. Good job.
So that's a football coach for you.
That's
Getting married
it.
on Valentine's Day. You'll never forget it.
That's it. You can't ever mess that one up because it's Valentine's Day. All right, so the college football playoff. And ESPN agreed on a new 6-year extension, over $7.8 billion, keeping the playoff games on ESPN for the next through 2031, next 7 years. All right, so, but here's the caveat. Here's the catch. The full contract will not be complete until the CFP leaders decide on a new format with the 12-team model following the Pac-12's effective dissolution. Now, 10 schools lead the Pac-12. You're down to Oregon State and Washington. So, do they get an automatic bid out of this conference? There is no conference. What they've done temporarily, they have joined forces for this year anyway with the Mountain West Conference. They're going to let the Mountain West and these two schools, Oregon State and Washington State, participate in a kind of a makeshift conference this year, I guess, to still keep themselves eligible for a automatic conference champion. Now, the old format was a 6+6 model for the 12-team format. Now we're going to a 5+7 model, decreasing the number of automatic conference champion bids by one, while leaving an extra slot for an at-large team, which is going to be scooped up with the Big Ten or the SEC. So you got that going on. Then you have the SEC and the Big Ten coming out and saying, "Okay, we're going to sit down as a power broker now, Big Ten and SEC, and we're going to call the rules and call the shots on this new college football playoff. Our team's going to get more money. We're going to get more chance to get more of our teams in there. And if you don't like it, we're going to spin off and do our own thing." So all of a sudden, you got two different things going on here. The playoffs themselves, they're going to try and wait and see what happens with the Pac-12 and if they can get it together out on the left coast. Then the Big Ten SEC says, we're going to get together and we're going to power. We got 34 teams. We got the leverage. We don't need the NCAA. If you guys won't do it the way we want to, we'll take our toys, go to another sandbox, and create our own national championship power conference just between the Big Ten and the SEC. So you got two things going on here.
Absolutely. And I feel like there's just no way that you could allow the Pac-12 of Oregon State and Washington State to dictate anything when it comes to the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, their conference is dismantled. They don't have, to me, they shouldn't even have a vote.
No leverage.
I think I was reading last night, actually. I'm glad I did. I was reading another article that said, I think it was the Washington State athletic director was like, yeah, we think we're going to get on board with the five conference champs and the 7 at-large bids. And I'm like, well, you better, because if not, they're just going to knock y'all out. I mean, that's inevitably the next step. You cannot let a conference of 2 have equal say in this matter.
You'll look up and see their taillights going down the road.
100%.
We're leaving you behind. Eric Stout says, hello, Joe Tay. Just go back to paying the players under the table. That's what he says.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it worked out better when it was that way.
Yeah, so it's crazy, folks. You're seeing the dismantling, I think, of the NCAA. Then I've had other people tell me, well, they have no teeth, so this investigation into Tennessee, it's like, if you look at this NCAA and go, they don't have a leg to stand on, so why are we even going to listen to what they're saying? Because they may not be. What I think is going to happen, I think they'll still be around. I think you're going to have the Big Ten and the SEC They're going to do their own thing.
Yeah.
They'll spin off, create their own super conference,
Seem,
do their own thing.
it seems that way. It definitely feels more.
Yeah.
And when they announced last week or 2 weeks ago that they were forming some type of alliance,
group,
yeah,
yep.
advisory group.
Mhm.
So that's step one in forming a super conference.
Yep. And so as a result of that, I think the NCAA will take care of everybody else. And those two big leagues, the Big Ten and the SEC, will do their own thing, go over here and play in their own sandbox. And the NCAA, this is what I think will happen down the road. And they'll see as I said, I don't guess it's dismantling. They're just going to do an adjustment because the Big Ten and the SEC have both said, we don't need you.
No.
We got the TV package.
Mm-hmm.
We got the 34 schools. We got the power broker thing going on. We don't need you, NCAA. So
if there's
see what
30,
happens.
34 schools, you would imagine the SEC would probably look to take two more schools in, so it'd be an even 18 and 18. Can you imagine the
Clemson and Florida State.
cool? But can you just imagine all the teams trying to get those two spots? Because you got Florida State, Clemson, like you say, but then think about North Carolina, Virginia Tech. I
true.
mean, goodness gracious, all these teams will fight and claw. I mean, you talk about some backstabbing.
Mhm. Florida State and Clemson would be the two if they were going to expand, I would think. In my mind, geographically, it'd be the two biggies to try and rope into the conference. But
See, I disagree with you. When I was reading something that when these conferences add a team, they want to add a team where they don't already have a team in that state, because then they can expand their footprint with the network. So that's why I'm thinking like a North Carolina, Virginia Tech,
Virginia Tech.
might possibly be able to sneak in there. I don't know. I'm just
it's a good point.
just spitballing.
Well, spitballing's okay. It's what most of us do, sitting around and chew the fat, as they say. But the college football and ESPN, it's a 6-year extension, $7.8 billion that'll keep playoff games on ESPN through 2031. So then all of a sudden, take the Big Ten and the SEC, and they've got some leverage. These boys got some. They're paying out $7.8 billion. ESPN, they're going to have a say so too, as to who they want in the games, where the game's going to be played. Don't think it doesn't drive the bus. 'Cause I was at Speedway for 20 years, and I can tell you, the television people drive the bus.
100%.
Yeah. Here's where we're going to start the race. If it gets rained out, television says we always waited when we're going to. If it got postponed, when's it going to be start? Well, it wasn't NASCAR's call. It was usually they had input some, but more times than not, it was when TV wanted to say, well, okay, we'll do it tomorrow at 3 o'clock or tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. So TV drives the bus on that. ESPN will drive the bus on this college football playoff too.
100%.
You're doling out $7.8 billion over the next 7 years. You can do the math, a little over $1 billion a year. Yeah, they're going to have a say-so. So, all right, we got Tennessee basketball, Tennessee baseball right around the corner, and softball. You got spring football practice not that far away, so calendar just keeps moving, doesn't it?
If you look at Tennessee athletics, football, men's, women's basketball, baseball, softball, I think Tennessee's probably the best athletic department in all sports in the nation. Like, it's every team they put out there is top notch. I mean, except for women's basketball is a little bit of a struggle right now, but all the other programs definitely think every time you go on you're probably going to win.
Lady Vols may be the weak link in the chain right now in Tennessee sports, but hopefully Kelly Harper can keep it going. They're playing some pretty good basketball right now, and so they got their tournament coming up here.
It's exciting times in Knoxville, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A lot of buzz about this football team.
Yes, sir.
Starting with that quarterback. So, but you're one hit away, so you better get you a good backup quarterback too. So, what was your take on the Super Bowl?
I hate to say this, but it was kind of a boring game. At least the first half. The second half, I guess the end of the third quarter and the fourth quarter and overtime got pretty good. But the first half was a little bit of a drag. But it's not surprising that Kansas City was able to win. I feel like Patrick Mahomes has definitely shown that he's by far the best quarterback of the NFL. Just
as you were cutting the rug in there dancing to Usher at halftime, were you up?
Oh man, I was cutting a rug. That's me.
A rug cutting kind of guy.
The dancer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you like the halftime show?
It was fine. It definitely was nostalgic. I remember all those songs from being in high school and college. So yeah.
He went off and got married right after
That's
Usher.
crazy. Yeah,
He
I saw
married
that.
his longtime partner. They went and got married right after the show. Went to somewhere in Vegas and said I do. So Usher's off the table for you ladies out there. So he is now had a couple of kids anyway. So now he's married, as they say back home. So anyway, did you like the national anthem?
Yes, I thought Reba did a great job. That was nice.
Post Malone, is that his name?
Post Malone.
American the Beautiful.
That was a nice rendition. I like to hear people put a little spin on something.
Yeah.
So he did well.
Yeah, I thought Reba did a great job too. So, all right. So now we move into NASCAR starts Daytona 500 this weekend. We got spring training baseball. Pitchers and catchers are reporting. Greg's gonna be right here in a minute to talk about baseball. So, calendar just keeps moving. Here
Sure
we are.
does.
March right around the corner. March Madness. Before I let you go, if you had to pick the top 4 seeds right now, who would you pick
So
in
I,
college
I
basketball?
definitely think you got Purdue and UConn are the two best teams in the nation. And then there's a sizable gap between the next teams.
Okay.
But I think the other number 1 seeds right now, I'd have to go Houston.
Okay.
And that 4th one, my goodness, it's been a toss-up. At this particular moment, I would probably go with Marquette.
Okay. Does Tennessee have the horses to go down the road this
Tennessee
year?
has the chance. I feel like if they could get in any bracket besides Purdue's, they have a chance to go to the Final Four, and they could beat Purdue. I just think Purdue's big guy is a little bit too much for our big guys.
Yeah. He can play.
He
Edey, you
can.
were talking about?
Yep, Zach Edey.
Zach Edey, yep.
So, but yeah,
you're-
go Vols.
Purdue, UConn,
Houston.
Houston, and Marquette
Yep.
would be your
That'd
top
be my
4
4.
seeds right now. Yeah. So who out of those could win it all?
Purdue and UConn for sure, and then I think Houston could. I think Marquette could. I think Tennessee could. You know, you'd have to get on the right path or whatnot. I think there's probably 7 or 8 teams that could have a chance this year.
Before I let you go, let's go back to the transfer portal one more time and talk about college football. You've had 3 or 4 coaches now, the most recent being Chip Kelly, leaving their head coaching job, taking in this case a cut in pay to be the offensive coordinator at Ohio State. His reasoning was tired of the NIL, tired of the transfer portal, tired of recruiting 24/7, 365. I just want to coach football. Saban has hinted that's why he got out. He was tired of doing the same thing because you got to keeping up with the Joneses all the time. Who was the other guy that stepped away? There was the South Alabama coach left and came on the Alabama staff. He said he was tired of it too. Hello, William Welch. How you doing, sir? And Charlie Hutchins and Jimmy Stout. So you're seeing a pendulum swing here. These coaches are saying it's night and day, 24/7. We recruit Joseph Taylor. We beat our bowels out on him. He gets in here. Something doesn't go right. He's met a girl on campus. They have a fight. He leaves. I mean, you pick a reason.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
And that is one of the reasons.
Oh, for sure.
There's girls and you know, and breakups and all that. And so they want to get away, get a fresh start. So they take off. Maybe there's other extenuating circumstances, but it's a constant. I get you. You know, it takes me forever to get you in here. So I get you on campus. Joseph Taylor's a hot rod football star. Then all of a sudden he's like, eh. And so I wake up and I find out you've left to go to XYZ school. These coaches are tired of it.
They sure are. The college football desperately needs a commissioner, and I feel like Nick Saban may be the perfect person for this role. They've got to get the calendar, the college football calendar straightened out, because we're killing our own coaches by having it being a constant recruiting. You're recruiting your own guys. You're recruiting other people's players. You're recruiting high school players. We gotta get a system in place where these coaches can have a little bit of downtime.
They're on a 20. I mean, Kirby Smart said it back during the recruiting season. Said, you know, I'm going to the airport picking up guys at midnight.
Yeah.
You know, I got a wife and kids. I got a family, and said, you know, I'm on call all the time. And once I get them in here, then I got to protect them so they don't leave.
Yeah.
Got to baby them and make sure they, you know, keep them happy. And baby is maybe not the right word. That's what I think it is. But you know, I got to keep them in here once I get them. So he said, I'm on it 24/7, the transfer portal and the NIL. And so, you know, there is the thing of it is, Joseph, in my opinion, we say it's the wild, wild west, but there's no closure out there.
No.
I mean, how's and like you said, a commissioner comes in, sits down, and says, "Boom." Somebody says, "Boom, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to regulate the recruiting, the NIL, the transfer portal." So now you got guys upset. Well, just like UCLA. Now, he's recruited me, recruited you. Here we are on campus. We had a chance to go to Southern Cal or Texas A&M. We came to UCLA because of Coach Kelly. He's here on Sunday. On Monday, press conference, he's going to Ohio State. So now,
And then, so when a coach leaves, the transfer portal opens for 30 days. But the problem being, they're right in the middle of a semester right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, you've already started classes. Are you going to be able to talk to a school and say, "Hey, I want to come to you, but I've got to finish out my semester here because I don't want to get dinged on my academics." Like it's all a mess.
well, and then Deshaun Foster, the new UCLA coach. So now he, along with these other coaches, we'll use him as an example. So now he's got to run and try and put a staff together.
Yeah.
He's got to go meet with Joseph and Tom and keep us from leaving.
Recruit your own guys.
Recruiting
Stay.
your own guys. Find out how much money we got the NIL and start, battling from that department or from that angle to see, okay, well, how much money we got. So we got to go and get some recruits because we got 10 guys leaving because Chip Kelly's leaving. So how much money do I have to go get some more guys to come to replace them? I keep Joseph and Tom happy because they're kind of on the border of leaving. Then, by the way, a lot of the coaches are gone too, so I have to go out here and hire coaches.
Yeah.
And so they're on a merry-go-round too. Who was the guy? Well, Foster. Foster got hired as a running backs coach for the Raiders.
Yeah.
In NFL. Now he's bolted back to go to UCLA. Bill O'Brien was I can't even keep up with
Offensive coordinator
it. Offensive
at
coordinator of Ohio
Ohio
State. He leaves to be the head coach of Boston College. So it's like this all the time, and that's what these coaches said. I'm over it as being the head coach. And then on top of that, you got the media, you got the boosters. I just want to coach football.
Yeah,
That's what
we're
he
just
said.
going to keep losing college coaches to the NFL because that's it. Who would have thought the NFL would be a less fast-paced life than college football?
Easier route to go.
That's where we're at now.
Pressure's off. You're an assistant coach. You just kind of mold into the woodwork on an NFL team and just kind of do your thing. And you know what you get to do every day? Get to coach.
Yeah.
Not have to worry about all this other. So it's interesting. A lot of moving parts in the world of college sports. We didn't solve anything, but it sounded good.
It did.
We talked good, didn't we? Ivy Hall Nursing Home. You guys are in the process. You've hired some folks.
Yes.
Still hiring folks. Tell me about it.
We'd love to have you join our team. If you're a CNA or an LPN or an RN, we'd love to have you join our team. We offer a sign-on bonus if you come with us. So we'd love to have you. Please fill out an application, ivyhallnursing.com, or find us on Facebook, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Here you go.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy it as always, sir.
Man, thank you so much.
Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, sir.
Yep. We'll be right back with more right after this. You are watching the Tom Dillon Sports Show number 2021 today from Chick-fil-A and Elizabeth. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Dillon Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters Horace Mann Insurance. Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors. You work with pediatrics at PTS. Tell me about that.
I do not. I work with pediatric athletes, but yes, we do pediatric at 1500 in the medical care building. That's when they work with people that they're developmentally delayed, where they're having a hard time walking, crawling, that kind of thing. Also Down syndrome, autism, all of that. And so they work, PT and OT work in conjunction with each other to help these kids get back to normal life.
Something that they treat a lot more than I realized, headaches. A lot of folks come in with headaches and you help them. Tell me about that.
Yep. So headaches can come from the neck. It can come from, you can have vertigo and headaches and that kind of thing. So what we do is we do an evaluation, see if we can kind of pinpoint where those headaches are coming from, either refer them out if they need other help from like an ENT or something like that, a migraine specialist, or if we think that we can help them, we'll treat their neck and whatever other issues that they have going along with that.
Social media, how do we find you?
We have Facebooks for the pediatric and the ortho clinics, and then you can either call us or find me on a sideline somewhere.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors with Physical Therapy Services of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And back in the Tom Taylor Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Ready to talk a little baseball with our baseball guy. He's with us every Wednesday at noon. Our buddy Greg Salyer. How you doing, sir?
Hey, Tom, I'm good. How are you?
Good. Mr. Salyer taking care of Valentine's Day. Everything good?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yeah,
Good job. Proud of you.
Yeah, did that first thing this morning.
Smart man. There you go. So,
Yeah.
is your mother watching?
She's watching, yeah.
Hello, Ev. How you doing? So, does Mom get things too? I guess she does, doesn't she?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so her birthday's coming up this weekend, so
Oh.
yeah, probably going to get the Valentine. I'm probably going to wait for the Valentine stuff till her birthday.
A double whammy?
Yeah. But yeah, it's already at the house.
There you go.
You know, just got to.
Does she know what she's getting? Don't tell.
Mom, no, she does not.
Oh, he'll tell me after the show, and I'll know, and you won't know. Nah. So I'll know what you're getting for your birthday. So, happy birthday. Do we sing to her? I'm going to sing to her at the end of this segment.
Okay.
I don't want her to tear up at the beginning. Let's let her cry as you go off. So
Yeah, everybody's going to cry when you sing.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I understand that. You have a deep voice and you sing? No, I can't sing. No.
I have heard you sing publicly.
Yeah.
I have heard that.
You have, yeah. At the church?
Yeah.
Quartet?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it. Sang a little bass back in the day. We did.
Yeah.
So I guess if you remember it, either it wasn't too bad, it was god awful.
I am not going to ever forget it. I promise.
I got you. That's all you need to say. Stick to your day job, Tom. Don't go out on tour.
I'll never forget it.
No, that's good.
A lot of people will never forget it.
No, you're talking about being able to hammer a note. Bam. Oh, yeah. Can you carry a note? No, but I can hammer one into oblivion.
Give me a bucket. We'll see what we do.
All right, so here we go. We're ready to talk a little MLB baseball. Is there pitchers and catchers are in there, right?
Today's a big day.
Today's a big day.
A couple teams did it over the past weekend. The Dodgers were one of them. They had their pitchers and catchers show up a few days early. But
Padres too.
And today's everybody. So yeah.
It's here. The boys this summer reporting, including Evan Carter, going to the Rangers training camp. So from right here in Elizabeth, we're very excited about that for him, of course.
Yeah.
So we let's see. Let's start with the Giants sign Jorge Soler, right?
Yeah, Jorge Soler. Yeah,
This is Soler?
Soler.
I thought it was Soler.
Yeah, Soler.
Soler?
Yeah. His relatives that don't make over $10 million a year are Solers, I guess. You know how there's Morals and Morels and all that. You know,
Soler is how you say it.
Soler. So. Yeah, so 3-year deal with the Giants. What was it, $42 million? Is that what it was?
Chunk of change, yeah.
I couldn't remember. I think it's 42. Yeah, so good signing. That's a good value for the Giants, believe it or not. For his bat, you know, I like this guy. I think he's
good move.
Yeah, so they've not had a real good, strong right-handed power hitter in a long time. It's been a long time for them, and I think I saw this morning that the last right-handed hitter for the Giants to hit 30 home runs in a year was Jeff Kent. The year he won the MVP. That's the last time they've had a right-handed hitter hit 30 home runs.
Wow.
And I think
been a
Jorge
while.
Soler's got a good shot at that.
Oh, yeah. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
30 years?
No, I know. I think it was like 2004 or something
Oh,
like
well,
that.
that's
but,
20 years.
But it's been a while.
Yep. Hello, Baker. How you doing? Happy Valentine's Day, Baker, to you and Scotty. So we're going to break down the American League West here in a minute. See if I got them right. Houston, Seattle, Texas, the Angels, and Oakland.
Yep.
Got them? Okay, we'll break those down here in a second. Speaking of Oakland, good segue, Tom. Thank you. Was my singing that bad? You remember it?
No.
Now you give me a complex. I'm
No.
thinking, I thought I blended pretty well.
You were singing with 3 other guys.
I was trying to think who it was.
Hey.
Sam Brummett, wasn't it?
I think Sam Brummett was up there. Was Horace up there?
No.
He wasn't?
Yes, he was. It was me and Horace and
Yeah, I
Sam
think he
Brummett.
was.
Was it Hosey?
No.
He
probably
wasn't
not.
there yet. So
It seems like, didn't you sing with Ted Pate one time?
it was Ted Pate.
Yeah. I was
The late
thinking it
Ted
was
Pate. Gosh, you got a good memory. Ted Pate, Horace, me doing bass, and then the
Sam Brummett.
Sam Brummett. And we crooned a little bit there in the church one Sunday
Yeah.
morning. He said, "Remember now? I've got a complex." It's like, yeah, we remember, Tom. You were god awful. So, but anyway, that was a good
I
time.
did not say that. You
I know.
said that.
I implied that. Yeah.
All
I
I've done is say I've seen you and I'll
did. Yeah.
heard it and I'll never forget it. That's all I've said.
Yeah, I was going, Tom, you're so silly. You're so goofy.
I did not say why I would never forget it. I just said I'd never forget it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, but we didn't. We only sang once. I don't think. Maybe we did it
I
twice.
think you did a couple
We
times.
did a couple times,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think you did it more than once.
Ted was leading the charge at the point, but now he's in heaven singing with the at the throne. And so, all right, here we go. Let's take a look at the ever-changing saga of the Oakland A's.
Yeah.
They're leaving Oakland. They're going to Las Vegas to build a stadium. Can't find the property in Vegas. They want to go here. Vegas wants to put them over there. So they're at an impasse over that. And so now they don't have a place to play. The Oakland Alameda County Coliseum is their home for now, but the lease set to expire at the end of 2024,
Yeah.
leaving it uncertain where they're going to play for the 3 seasons till they get the stadium built. And now the mayor of Las Vegas says, why don't y'all just stay in Oakland? I mean, she came out and said, I think the best move for y'all is to stay in Oakland. Well, that makes you feel good, doesn't it?
It does.
Here's the welcome
It
mats out.
does. Well, you only won 50 games last year.
Yeah. And she doesn't want it downtown where they want to build, the A's want to build a stadium down on the Strip. And
Yeah.
she didn't want to because there's already traffic congestion. So she said, we want to put you on the outskirts of Vegas, out in the outlying area, and the A's don't want that. So,
Yeah.
and so they don't have a home right now past 2024. They can't find a place to build the stadium. Rob Manfred says it needs to be opened up opening day 2028. So he says, I'm comfortable whatever they come up with in the process. Well, Rob, that's really taking a leadership role. You boys want
Whatever.
to play in Johnson City, Tennessee? It's okay with me. I don't care. I mean, that's pretty much, he's kind of washed his hands of it, hasn't he?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Looks like to me. Good leadership,
Yeah,
Rob.
He's not want to get in with these mayors that are
feuding,
yeah.
not getting along.
Yeah, like, you take them. We don't want them. No, you
Yeah.
take them. You keep them.
The Las Vegas mayor, Carolyn Goodman, says last week that maybe a move to her town by the Oakland A's isn't the right idea. She says, why would you not? I mean, gosh, you're talking about a PR blunder, I think. I personally think the A's have got to figure out a way to stay in Oakland to make their dreams come true, she said. So there you go.
Well, they can't stay in Oakland. We
No.
said that off the air.
No.
They have already alienated their fan base in Oakland by saying we're moving.
Yep.
They've already made the announcement. We're moving to Las Vegas.
So they don't want them.
Yeah, and so they've already said, hey, we're leaving. So I'd hate to be in charge of ticket sales in Oakland.
Now, here to me is
You
one
know.
of the dumbest things in this whole situation. Okay, where are they going to go? Well, they may go to a Major League ballpark in Sacramento or Salt Lake City, or even play with the Giants home park for a couple of seasons across the bay. But here's the part I don't get. Another option is the team's AAA home just outside of Las Vegas. They've already got a stadium.
Yeah.
The AAA team is already in Las Vegas, so why in the Sam Hill don't they take that stadium? It's already there. It's a AAA team for the Oakland A's in Las Vegas where they're trying to find property to build a new stadium. Okay, you got over here Citizens Bank Stadium going to build a new stadium, but you already got one. But we want to go downtown and build another one, but you already got one right here, so why don't you take this one and refurbish it, or modify it, do whatever you want. I mean, you've already got an existing stadium in Vegas where they're trying to get to, but they don't want to use that. Why would you not use that?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's a cost factor involved in that. That maybe it's cheaper to build a new one than it is to take a AAA stadium and turn it into a major league stadium. Because I mean, they'd have to like probably at least triple the number of seats that they have now. So that would be an issue, I would think. But I don't know. I don't know. But I think they're gonna. I just can't foresee them being able to stay in Oakland. After making this announcement that they're leaving. I mean, that's...
The fans are hot. I don't blame them.
Yeah.
You know, and the guy's not putting any money into the team per se. They had one of the lowest attended ballparks last year.
Yeah.
I don't think it was the lowest. It was the bottom 2 or 3. So.
Yeah. Well, 50 and 112, Tom.
Yeah.
That's not.
50,000, 112,000 stadium.
No, 50 wins and 112 losses
I'm sorry.
last year. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to put him in there.
So that doesn't. That doesn't bode well for people wanting to clamor for season tickets.
No. Daddy, can we get tickets to go see a team win 50 games this year? Sure. And they're going to pay premium price anyway, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have to. Yeah. So we'll see. The Oakland A's looking for a home. It ain't going to be in Oakland permanently. And right now it's not ready to go in Vegas. I can't decide. But I still don't understand the concept. I may look into that this week. Why are you not going to use the AAA stadium? It's your stadium. It's not like it's the Reds or the Royals, the Phillies. It's the A's AAA team in Las Vegas. Just use their stadium this year. What's not big enough? Well, you're one of the lowest drawing teams in the National League or in the American League. Who cares?
Yeah.
You ain't going to have anybody there anyway, so just go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
Televise it.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to watch it, televise it.
Yeah.
Pay me enough money, I'll go out there and stream it. We'll stream the A's. Well, no, I won't because they got a new play-by-play guy. In this case, it's a girl.
Yeah.
Jenny Cavnar is now the voice of the Oakland A's. It's the first female play-by-play announcer. So
yeah,
which I think's okay.
Yeah, I think that's great to be honest.
Yep. So
I think that'll be that's about the only positive thing we can say about the A's
right now.
Yeah.
We're going to pick the top 5 here based on the this week we're doing the American League West. We'll do that here momentarily. The teams we're going to put into the 5 slots would be Oakland, the Angels, Texas, Seattle, and Houston. So we'll do that here in just a minute or two. And we've done every division. Next week we'll do the NL West. We'll be done, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Be ready to go.
Finished.
We've done good. So, all right. Anything else as far as where's Blake Snell? Is he still out there?
Still out there.
Jordan Montgomery?
Still out there.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Adam Duvall's still out there. Cody Bellinger's still out there. Yeah, I mean, so we've talked about the Cubs and Bellinger for so much. If they're going to sign him, why have they not already done it?
Yeah.
Why on earth? And I think if they don't sign him, they're going to have to do something.
Why would you? Does he want to stay in Chicago?
I would think he would.
Yeah, that's where he played last year, right?
Yeah.
For those of you out there who don't know, he's a Cub from last year. They want to re-sign him. They need him.
Yeah.
So is there an impasse over money? I guess that's what the hang-up is.
Yes, it is.
Or the length of the contract, or something's got it held up.
So here's the interesting thing. All these big names that we're talking about that are still out there, they're all Scott Boras clients.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The agent handling all these guys is the same one.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Ohtani batting practice, see what he did?
Yeah, second pitch.
Yeah.
Pew.
Lunar shot. So they are excited in L.A. about this baseball team, and I guess they should be.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, they should be. That's for sure.
They're excited in Atlanta about that team, too, and they should be.
That's right.
Yeah. So Jonathan India avoids arbitration. He'll stay as a Red.
2 years, $8.8 million, staying with the Reds. Reds fans are excited about that because, he's been talked about as trade bait forever, it seems like. Since he won Rookie of the Year, it seems like all they've talked about is trading him. And now Reds fans can somewhat breathe a sigh of relief thinking, okay, he's got a 2-year contract, so maybe that means he's not going to be traded. And the reason that fans are saying that, I mean, because they've got guys to play every position that he plays well, but he's kind of the heart and soul of that team. I mean, he is the guy that gets them riled up, and I like him in the clubhouse. So, you want to see him being there.
He's the motor.
Yeah, he is.
Yep,
He
so-
really is. Because when he was, if you remember last year when he was hurt and not able to play on the when he wasn't playing, they were bad. I
Yeah.
mean, they went through a losing streak that cost them a trip to the playoffs because they missed it by one game.
We are live. We are. Hello, happy Valentine's Day. Well, thank you, Baker. It's nice of you. Hope you and Scotty have a wonderful Valentine's Day. It is the day of love. We're here again. All the heart-shaped trays gone this morning. They had a double order, and they got them all. Didn't take any time at all. You can still get the food, just can't. You have to go out and find your own tray. I don't know where you get a heart-shaped tray, but you can still get the great Chick-fil-A food. You just can't get a heart-shaped tray as we normally do for Valentine's Day because they is gone.
Is that the chicken minis, especially the
minis are gone? It's breakfast only now, so it just be. Well, you can get anything up there. If you can find something to put them in, you can do it yourself. Create your own heart-shaped tray, I guess. Or you can get one of these with Dollar General, Walmart. I guess sells them, I suppose.
Somebody's got them, yeah.
Somebody's got a heart-shaped trays. You still get the food, minus the minis. That's a breakfast entree. So still come over and get your nuggets and the brownies or the chocolate chip, whatever you want to put in there. You can put mac and cheese in there if you want to.
Oh,
have a mac and cheese heart-shaped tray. That'd be good.
They got some good mac and cheese here.
Oh man, eat it every day. Love it, love it, love it. All right, here we go. American League West. We're going to break it down. We've got we got American League East, American League Central, NL East, NL Central. So we got the last two to do today. American League West next week, NL West. So here we go.
Okay.
5 teams: Houston, Seattle, the defending world champion Texas Rangers, the LA Angels, and the Oakland A's. I'm going to say, boy, this will be a lightning rod. I'm going to say, yeah. You're going to go, man, this Tom Taylor, he's good, isn't he? Oh, yeah. I'm going to pick the Oakland A's.
I would say you would be correct.
There you go. So,
yeah, we've most positive thing we can say is their new play-by-play announcer, I think, for this team. So, okay, listen, these guys, they're professional athletes. They're going to win some games. They're just not going to win a lot of games.
Yeah.
You know, they're just not going to be able to compete with the other teams in this division. That's just clear.
They've done not a whole lot either.
Not a whole
to
lot.
help themselves
They
out.
have not. No.
So Oakland at number 5. At number 4, I'm going to say, you're going to say the LA Angels.
You would be correct.
All right.
And I hate saying that, really, because, you know, love Mike Trout, love Brandon Drury. Those two guys are solid players. Of course, they lost Shohei Ohtani. That's a blow. And for a team that won 73 games and lost 89 last year, and then you go out and lose Ohtani to free agency. You know, Anthony Rendon has not lived up to his contract by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, that was one of the worst long-term signings in baseball history, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've got some good young players. You know, Logan O'Hoppe, the catcher, I like him. I don't even know if I can say this guy's name right. Nolan Schanuel.
Yeah, that's him. Oh, no, yeah.
Schanuel, he's their first baseman, looks like this year. And I like him. I like the way he looks. So he's gonna be a good player for the Angels. Once again, the same thing we say about the Angels though all the time. I just don't think their pitching can compete with other teams' pitching.
So you got the A's dead last. 4th will be the Angels. Now, for me, it gets real interesting real quick here.
It does.
This is probably going to be, for me, the toughest division to pick, these last 3 teams. You got Texas, the defending World Series champs, Seattle, who was right there at the end last year, and the Houston Astros, who obviously was very much right there in the end. So we got to pick a third-place team. I'm going to say, you're going to say, I'm going to say you're going to say the Houston Astros.
No.
Seattle.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm going Seattle for 3rd. So I like some of their pitching. Luis Castillo, he's I'll tell you what, that guy is just fantastic. Steal. And George Kirby. Those two guys, 1-2 in their rotation is really, really good. I like that. Of course, they got Julio Rodriguez, which is legitimate superstar. I mean, he's still, like 20, 21 maybe. But he is a superstar in baseball. And of course, they went out and made the trade for Polanco. I like that move that they got him. He's probably going to hit third in their lineup. I just think those other two teams are going to be just a smidge better.
So, even a tougher decision here. You're going to pick up the second place team in the American League West. Is it Houston or Texas? I'm going to say, you're going to say the Houston Astros.
You would be correct.
All right.
And I debated about this for a long time. So last year, both of these teams finished 90 and 72. Houston won the division because head-to-head they were better. But that's the only way they won it, because they did finish with identical records. So Houston goes out and picks up Josh Hader, arguably one of the best, well, arguably the best reliever in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
They extended Jose Altuve. He's going to be a lifer, looks like. They have Justin Verlander still at what, 41? Is he 41 now?
40 or 41, yeah.
Yeah, at the top of that rotation. I like Kyle Tucker, too. I like him out in right field. Yordan Alvarez is going to hit for power. There's no doubt about that. I don't know that Houston is going to be as good as they were last year. I think they're going to miss Michael Brantley. I think they're going to miss him greatly. I think they're going to miss Dusty Baker.
Did they re-sign Framber Valdez? They re-signed him, right?
They did.
Oh, yeah. Dusty Baker's going to be the big miss.
I think they're going to miss Dusty Baker as well.
Who's the new manager?
I can see his face. Hang on, I'll tell you. But yeah, he was promoted from within.
I like to talk to this lady when I get a chance to talk to her. I always feel empowered.
So,
don't do it yet. I want to see if I can do it.
Okay.
Who is the new manager of the Houston Astros?
Joe Espada.
Joe Espada.
Yeah.
Dave Clark, first base coach, and Jason Bell, quality assurance coach. What, pray tell, is a quality assurance coach? What does he do?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I guess he's making sure guys are playing up to the level they're supposed to be playing at. I don't know.
I don't either. So,
yeah,
quality assurance.
Espada. I could not remember his name. Drew a blank. But yeah, good baseball guy. And saw an interview with him actually last night, and he's excited to be there, excited for the season. So, I think they will miss Dusty Baker.
So you picked the American League West will be the Texas Rangers, the champion. So tell me why.
I did. So several reasons. Right off top, Corey Seager. I mean, this guy's legitimate, fantastic shortstop. Of course, he had surgery for the sports hernia, so he may be a week or so late starting the season. I don't think that's going to hurt him that bad. They got Marcus Semien at second base. Once again, a guy that has just – so when he went to Texas, it was like he cranked it up a notch. Always a good player. But he went to Texas. He became a great player.
Flip the switch.
Yeah,
yep.
And I love those two guys. They're going to have a whole season of Evan Carter. They only had him for a month last year, Tom, before the playoffs. Remember that?
Yep.
He was a September call-up before the playoffs. He was only there for a month. He's going to be there all season. Love the fact that he's going to be there. They did re-sign Adolis Garcia.
Yep, Garcia's in for 2 more years.
So they got him back to play right field. And the funny thing is, I looked on their website. They don't have him listed. If you look at their chart of who's going to play where, they've got Travis Jankowski playing right field because I guess they haven't updated it since they signed Garcia.
Travis Jankowski is what you said?
Yeah, Travis Jankowski. Love Travis Jankowski.
Oh, Jankowski.
Jankowski,
okay.
yeah.
Travis Jankowski.
Yeah, blonde-headed guy. Played last year, remember?
Oh, yeah. Had that funny last name.
Yeah.
Still is a funny last name.
Former Reds player.
Yep.
So
you got,
and they got Nathan Eovaldi, Andrew Heaney. They got some good starting pitching as well. So, and they got guys that may come back. Max Scherzer may come back in the middle of the season because he's not going to be ready to open the season, but he's around still.
I'm excited about a full year of Evan Carter. So he takes Texas.
And Jacob DeGrom. Don't forget him.
Jacob
he could
DeGrom.
come back. He
That's
could
true.
come back as well.
He's due to come back this year.
Yeah.
Hello to Julie Hopland. Hope I'm saying it right. Thank you, lady, for watching. I appreciate that. Texas, Houston, Seattle, the Angels, and Oakland. American League East, you picked who? Baltimore?
I picked Baltimore.
American League Central, you picked Cleveland?
No.
No.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. West, you picked Texas. All right. National League East, you picked
Atlanta.
the Braves. NL Central, you picked the Reds.
I picked the Reds.
Next week we'll do the National League West. We'll be ready to go. So we got 5 out of the 6 divisions picked. So you picked the A's. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm telling you right now, you could get an all-star team inside of the Northeast Tennessee high school team. You'd give these guys a battle. I'm telling you.
I don't know, Tom.
Oh yeah. That's a little bit of a stretch, but that's how,
I don't know.
But that's how bad they are. Oh, come on, play along with it. That's good. So.
These guys are still professional athletes. Come on. You got to give them a little bit of credit.
I did.
They won at least they won 50 games last year playing against major leaguers. Now,
yeah,
come on.
Yeah. So,
they're gonna
play along.
They're gonna be bad, but not high school players. Maybe some
play along. Come
college
on.
players. Now, if you said college players, we could
okay,
talk.
college. We pick an all SEC all-star team and play the A's in a three-game set. We'll win at least one of them. Guaranteed.
I would agree with that.
Yeah,
we'll
win one.
right.
If we not win them both, we would beat them. They are terrible.
They would win 1 out of 3. I guarantee that.
Are they the worst team in baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Oakland A's. If you want to go somewhere this year and watch baseball at a reduced price, get you some wherever they end up playing. Go watch the A's because you can get them. You can get them real cheap. They're going to be a J. Fred Johnson. I mean, they're terrible. They got no home. The owner says I'm not putting any money into the team. They didn't do anything in the off season. They tell the Oakland people we're going to Vegas. Vegas mayor says we don't really want. Why don't you stay over there?
Yeah.
And so they go back to Oakland. They said, well, we don't have a home. They said, sorry, you told us you don't want. We're throwing the baby out of the bathwater.
Yeah.
Sorry. So and then Rob Manfred steps up on his throne and says, we want them in somewhere opening day 2028. Okay, Rob. But the caveat of the whole thing, they already got a stadium in Vegas right now, a AAA stadium. Go play there this year. Well, it's not big enough. You're the worst team in baseball. You don't draw enough. There ain't enough there for a good card game. Who cares? Boys, it's logic. I'm just a dumb old country boy, but it's logic. So anyway, are you hungry?
Yes, sir. I am.
Come back next week.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You want me to sing Happy Birthday to your mother?
Yeah.
Why don't you help me? I think she would really appreciate it if we did a two-part harmony. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're her son. I think she'd like to hear her son and me sing a two-part harmony. So I sang bass that time, the quartet. So so we're gonna. You want me to go high or low? You want me to be George? Happy. You want me to go up high and go high?
No.
Okay.
If that's part if that's what you're
I'm doing Happy Birthday to your mother.
Okay.
She's having birthday on Saturday.
Friday.
Don't want to know her age. She's 38 and holding whatever. So
yeah.
So we're gonna sing it. You know that little thing I got in trouble one time. That little thing.
Yeah.
When I was in high school, I put gum in it. So.
Oh no.
So she got up. Well. Tom Taylor. I said yes.
How did you know?
How did you know it was me out of 22 kids? So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear mother. Happy birthday to you. Wasn't so bad. That guy over here just started crying.
I know. People are looking at us like crying.
No, trying to figure out why 2 grown men are there singing and there's nobody here to sing to. There's no candles.
Yeah.
There's no cake. Could be singing to Taz. Taz is here. When's your birthday, Taz? When's your birthday?
January 5th. We missed it.
We missed it.
Yeah.
Let's sing one to Taz real quick. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it real good to Taz. Come on.
Okay.
I mean, we've already embarrassed
We've
ourselves.
already done it once. Might as well do it
we're already
twice.
like idiots, so why don't we just go and do it one more time? Can we do it? All right, hang on.
It's your show.
It is my show,
it's
yes.
Your show. We got to do what you say.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Taz. Happy birthday to you. That was better. So All
we
right.
practiced that first time.
We
and
can do them.
got it a little better.
We can do them singing birthday grams. We got get paid money and sing to people.
They'll pay us not to sing.
That's it. Yeah, here's a check, boys. Just don't sing.
People buy insurance. You ever seen the thing where they'd put flamingos in people's yards?
Yeah, they put me in your
Church youth groups would do that, and then you could buy insurance so they wouldn't put them in your yard. People
Yeah.
buy insurance so we wouldn't come sing
come
to them.
sing them.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Quick break. We'll be right back. We go from singing to swimming next on the Tom Dolan Sports Show.
We have an all orange window. Everything you can think of: balls, books, glasses, plaques, trophies, stuffed animals, flags, you name it. Everything Tennessee orange.
It's there in the window, called a Vols window, and the obvious, a lot of fall stuff coming in. Tell me about it.
Lots of fall stuff, lots of fabric pumpkins, ceramic pumpkins. We got fall flags. We've got fall tea towels, fall tablecloths and linens. We've got some skeletons and mummies and ghosts, a little bit of everything.
So tell folks about the Eagle Center. Tell us where it's at and what it's all about.
Eagle Center is downtown Elizabethton, and we're open on Monday through Saturday from 10 to 5. We have antiques, of course, home decor, collectibles, books, lamps, handmade jewelry. We have art. We have just a little bit of everything to decorate your home, have parties, whatever your needs are, we have them.
Social media?
We have social media on Facebook, the Eagle Center Facebook page, and of course we have great advertisement with the Tom Taylor Show.
Thank you very much. One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Football, the Tom Dolan Sports Show, the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
This is Pastor Fowler of Pleasant Beach Baptist Church in Elizabethton, and we'd love to have you come be with us. You and your family be with us on Sunday. I'm standing here in the lobby at our visitors table, our welcome table, and there's packets made up with tells you a little more about the church and get acquainted card, and then also a mug and some things in there for you to take with you to remind you to pray for us. And we've got a place for you and your family and want you to come. Our goal is for you to know the Lord Jesus Christ as your Savior, but beyond that, to find your purpose and contentment in life of knowing Him, walking with Him, and serving Him each day. And so we want you and your family to come be with us Sunday morning, Sunday night, or Wednesday night. We're looking forward to seeing you soon. You can find a little more information about us online at pleasantbeachbaptist.com.
Well, it don't matter. It's never too late to sing happy birthday. So now we're getting requests from other people. So was it that bad?
No, it was good.
Was it really?
You guys did good.
Yeah, we did actually hit the same notes. You what? Have I had Evan Carter on? Yeah, earlier in the winter. He's off. Oh yeah, he's gone to spring training now. So he's in the Rangers camp. So oh yeah. They started today or tomorrow, so yeah, they're getting ready to crank it out. So are your Yankees. So to sign your Evan Carter bobblehead doll.
Oh God.
So next time I see him, I'm gonna say, "Oh, you gave him bobblehead and you want him to sign it." Next time, okay. Next time I see him, I'll ask him nicely if he'll sign Leslie's bobblehead doll. Yeah. I'll see you Monday. There you are.
Don't forget that.
There you go. Do you sing, by the way?
No.
Okay.
In my car.
Right. But did you ever sing choir in high school or anything?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I was in drama 1 year.
You were in
Had to
drama?
sing there 1 year.
Do you remember the play you guys did or anything?
I think it was West Side Story.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just an extra. I had to do a little dance. That was the extent of my bravery back then. I'd probably do it all over again though if I could and try to go for a bigger role.
Bigger role? Yeah. I can see that.
A little bit more outgoing now.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
So, well, I'll say that. I didn't know you then, but you're very outgoing now.
No, I was really shy.
Jimmy Stout says, eat your heart out, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. We'll take Tom and Greg.
Yep.
Lisa Baker said, you might get signed. Y'all might get signed. So Evelyn Sawyer says, thanks, Tom. Love the singing, so your mother approved. Boom. There you go.
Hey, at least nobody said stick with your day job.
I know. That's true. Which
You could make money on that.
Could.
You should.
Good. So we can do singing telegrams.
You're going to get requests now. You're going to see, will you sing happy birthday to my such and such, my son?
I'll be
my
glad
dad?"
to. When's your birthday?
July 17th.
July, we'll sing happy birthday.
There we
We'll
go. I'll come
time
back
it
in
so
July.
Greg can come here. Can we sing happy birthday to Kelly?
Yes, please.
Could we record it and just archive it and play it back? We could do that, I guess. So we could, Kelly's,
You
for a
just gotta fill in
fee.
the blank.
For a fee. We ain't coming, we ain't cheap. We're coming with a fee.
Yep.
So, all right, you took the ladies and the gents. We had to send off last week, which I thought was really cool.
Oh, it was so good. That
Kids
was
love
really,
that.
really good. My sister was there, and she's coached in Hawaii, Minnesota, and California, and she says we never had a send-off like
Yeah.
that. She goes, this is how you send a team off to state. She was just flabbergasted.
Yep. Kids came out of the school for 10, 15-minute break, lined the sidewalks. Pep Band was out there. We streamed it, had really good response, and so
Yeah.
jumped up on the van, and away we went. Right before they left, they circled up and did a little cheer, didn't they, the swim team?
Yeah, that's their little thing. They do that before the swim meets, so they decided to do that.
Yeah.
And then our assistant coach tried to get them to do our holler. Oh,
Just go ahead and
I'll
hold it. Yeah.
Tried to get them to do our newly found holler ritual, but they were too shy, most of them, so they ran back into the bus and hid.
I thought it was really cool. They were all cute. What was
Yeah.
funny, I can't remember the name, the kid coming out, the lead kid, young man. He puffed up like a peacock.
Oh.
They loved the attention. They deserved it.
Well,
You
we
deserve
don't
it.
get a lot of attention. We don't. I don't think any students from the regular, general student population have ever been to one of our swim meets. To be
Really?
honest with you. So yeah, it's always parents that are at our swim meets. So I was looking at my Facebook feed this morning, and now college teams, the men's teams, are going in their swimsuits during practice. They'll get out, go to the basketball game, stand behind the basket while the other team is throwing free throws to try to distract them and cheering and doing stuff. So they're trying to draw more attention, help the sport become more popular by doing that. And I guess it's working in some of those communities because some of the dual meets now are seeing 1,000 people just to watch.
Maybe you should, of course, not a lot of room in the poolside on the deck, but maybe you should let some come in on school time and come in and watch some of them. So.
Well, that's what we had hoped for during our black and orange meet the morning of regionals. I think we just waited till it was last minute too much to try to get that organized. So, but yeah, next year we're gonna shoot for that.
Or maybe just the senior. You can't get the whole school in there, obviously.
No.
But maybe the senior class can come in there as a reward and
Or
just cheer
just
them on.
certain classes.
Just certain
whatever,
classes.
Yeah.
Or arbitrarily, do some kind of a contest.
Yes,
And
watching racing is fun.
yeah.
It's like horse racing just with humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top 100 kids get to get a chance to come in and watch the swim meet. So
Yeah.
they build interest. So
Yep.
so we took off, went to state meet last week.
Yeah.
Before we get into Elizabeth, did the other schools around here do well?
Dobbins Bennett had a couple relays in finals, had an individual girl in finals, had I can't remember how many individual boys, 1 or 2 individual boys make finals. Science Hill also had a relay make finals. So our region is representing. We're doing good.
You're getting better.
Yeah,
each
but
year.
our guy, Morgan Rizzo,
Yeah.
was the highest placed finalist of the meet for our region.
Really?
Yes. He was 14th in his 500 freestyle, so we got to go back for one of our own to watch finals on Saturday night, and it was special.
Can we bring him Monday? Can you bring him over here Monday?
Yeah. Oh, hang on. No, he's actually no rest for the weary. He's at Southeastern. So he'll be coming back Monday, so I won't be able to bring him Monday, but I could bring him after that.
Because it's a professional day. You guys are out of school, so.
Oh, yeah. He'll be on the road
He'll
on
be
the
on
way
the road.
back from Tupelo, Mississippi.
Okay. Well, when you get him back in town, let's bring him over here and
All right, I'll shoot you a text.
let us brag on him a little bit because we're trying to promote the swimming, and they deserve it absolutely. So
Yeah.
how did everybody else do?
Well, let's see. My son Cody, he 200 free and 100 back. He got 51st out of 78 in his 200 free and 43rd out of 74 in his 100 back. he was disappointed with his 200 free. He had added some time. It just wasn't his day. But he matched his best time in his 100 backstroke, so we were real pleased with that. My goal at this meet is always to place in the top 50%, so we were close there. Liam Cannon placed 55th out of 73 in his 100 breaststroke, and he broke Morgan's 100 breaststroke record, so he got a 104 in that. He was super excited. We were all kind of standing there with our jaws dropped when we saw that 104 on the board. It was very exciting.
So 55th out of 73 is what you're saying?
Yeah, so
Okay.
he was, not top 50%, but it's tough, man, especially since they've cut the numbers down and improved the state qualifying times so that they cut out about 400 swimmers from last year's state meet. So you're thinking they cut out the slowest of the whole pool, the slowest 400 swimmers. So you're left with the top tier now.
So with Morgan to do what he did,
Yeah.
that's really impressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Oh, God. He 8 seconds faster than our previous school record.
Really?
He went, and that was 8 seconds faster than his previous best time in that swim that day.
all right,
He went
so-
a 4:44, and his previous time was a 4:52. That's a lot of time.
All right, so let's do that real quick. I'm going to do 8 seconds and show you how how big of a gap it was to set a new school record. Here we
Yeah.
go. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. Boom, hits the wall, and that's a lot of time in the pool, isn't it?
For him, that's a little more than half the length of the pool
Mm-hmm.
that he bested his previous time and our previous record.
That would be like track and field if you were running 100. Running 100. I'm going to guess comparable would be if you're running a 13-second 100, you can shave it down to probably a 10.
Gosh. That's
10?
Yeah.
Shaving 3 seconds off of the hundreds, almost what he did in the pool.
And imagine
Kinda,
how
sorta.
painful that is to do that.
Pushing your body to the max.
Yes. Yeah.
So-
You leave nothing behind. It's your last chance, your last meet of the season. And for him, his senior year, it was his last high school meet of the season. He left nothing
That's awesome.
behind. He needed help getting out of the pool.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. What else? Who else did well?
Let's see. Katie Digby placed 19th. She almost made finals. I mean, that in the 50 free is always such a close race. The difference between 12th and 25th is about 0.04 seconds.
Wow.
So she went in seed 12th. She still swam her best time of the season ever, only 200 slower than her school record, and she came out 19th. So there were some girls that had some really phenomenal swims to be able to sneak into that final that day. And but yeah, it was fun to watch. So 19th out of 101. So definitely in the top 50%
Absolutely.
on that one. 100 fly, she was another 0.02 seconds off her school record previously. She got 45th out of 75. And then JC Hyatt, little JC Hyatt, who had qualified at the very last minute at Chris Caraggio's pool. She swam her 500. She added time, but it was just great that she had the experience to be there the first year. So now she knows what it's like. So next year we'll expect great things. She got 67th out of 69. But,
That's okay.
there were 838 swimmers at the meet altogether.
838 swimmers.
838, yep.
Wow.
A lot. And I've been nominated to be on the committee for TISCA to come up with a proposal so that we will finally break up into divisions, classifications. So, yeah. So, well,
Congratulations.
we were the ones that submitted the proposal that drew the attention to that. So I guess it only makes sense that I get to have to put in my time.
Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's a compliment.
Yeah.
I would take it as
is.
such.
We're on the map. People
Yeah.
know us now.
On the map.
Yep.
So
And-
you have a bunch of them come back next year, right? A lot of returnees?
Yeah, it's going to be different on deck next year because of all of the graduators, all of our top, the top swimmers that have made state for the past 3 to 4 years are now graduating this year. So we got fresh new blood, younger blood coming up, and a lot of really promising 8th graders coming up to swim next year as freshmen. I'm really excited for that. So I think our girls team is going to be a force to reckon with. And this will be my first season coaching swimmers that swim year round next year. So I've got 3 girls that swim year round relentlessly. They identify themselves as swimmers. So they're going to be a lot of fun to watch over the next 4 years.
Your son graduated. Was it tough to coach your son? Because some coaches over the years, I know that their boys, they coach their basketball boys or basketball girls or football, and they had mixed reactions, mixed reviews. So was it tough being the mom, being the coach? His coach, rather?
Well, the thing that was tough was when he didn't swim as well as he wanted to, or just the stress that I put on myself to try to help him. You want success for your own kid, probably more than any other kid, just because they're your own.
Absolutely.
And so that was the stressful part. But as far as actually coaching and him being receptive to my coaching, he's a great kid. I had no issues with that at all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you got some downtime. The
Not
swim
really.
thing?
Typhoon Swim Club is still going. So the kids that are done now with their high school season will start swimming for Typhoons if they want to continue. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, they swim from 5:15 to 7, and the only requirement is that these kids can swim one length of the pool, 25 freestyle or front crawl, and 25 backstroke. So if your kid can do that and you're interested in swimming, send them my way. And then we'll take a break. Second half of March, we're going to take our break, and then we resume in April and kind of do a phase 1 of our summer league season, beginning April. Then phase 2 will start at the beginning of May. And then Summer League goes through the third week of July, and we practice 5 days a week during Summer League season. And then we take another little break after that and resume again in mid-August.
Wow.
So it's year-round. Yep.
That's okay, right?
It's good. And we also have swimming lessons starting beginning of April also. So if you call the athletic director at the high school, Forrest Holt, and give them your information if you want to sign your kids up for swimming lessons. We take kids that are 5 and older or just shy of aging up to 5. We just don't want diapers in the pool. So, yeah.
I understand that.
It's a feeder program for a feeder program for a feeder program for
feeder
our
program.
high school program. Yeah.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you focus on the happy moments and check off the things on your to-do list to make them happen. We're here along the way so you can pull off the happiest moments in life. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness.
There you go. I hit that button, but you still got a chance to see Carter County Bank. So congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks for letting us promote you. It's great.
Thanks for having us.
And it was awesome. And we'll
Appreciate it.
keep right on keeping on. So if you, in case you missed it, if you want to, and the swimming lessons are open to anybody anywhere, right? Not
Yes.
just Elizabeth and people.
Right. No, we'll teach any kid how to swim. The leading cause of death in children under the age of 4, and I know that I'm not really helping those kids out because we can't take kids that young, but is drowning.
Is it really?
And we are the only country in the civilized world that does not have a plan to address it. So get your kids water safe.
Well, it only makes sense. All the water around here, the rivers and lakes,
Yep.
and the pools.
Yep.
Make sure your kids can swim.
Yeah, and I just think that has a sort of a trickle-up effect with our lack of getting our kids learning how to swim when they're young, and then the lack of the popularity of the sport when we're older. I think that if we can get our kids interested in our sport at a young age, then we have a more likely chance of becoming more popular as we age up. So I'm all about that. Let's teach those kids how to swim.
Lifetime sport.
Yes. It
Swim
is.
till you can't swim no more.
It is. In fact, I was back in the water on Monday with Morgan. I was like, I got to get back in the pool
Really?
regularly. So when my sister was here, I was swimming with her. And then, of course, we were gone all weekend, so I was out. So when Morgan needed to get ready for Southeasterns this weekend, I said, I'm going to just get in and swim with you. And, of course, I can't keep up to save my life, but
he knows you're there.
But he knows I'm there, and it's always misery loves company.
You're awesome. Thank you. Kelly Broussard, the swim coach, Elizabethton High School. Appreciate her coming by, and all she does promote this program, not just Elizabethton, but swimming in high schools across Tennessee in general. She's on that committee now. That's great.
Yep.
So we'll just keep on promoting and giving the proper publicity that is due is swimming on the high school level. It's a phenomenal thing. I went back and watched some of our senior swim night. It was pretty cool. The camera was cool. The water was, it was really, I thought it was a pretty good production.
It's a unique sport. It's the only one done in a different element.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah.
All right, quick break. We'll be right back. Wrap this thing up. Got some more sports to tell you about next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth.
So I'm Dr. Beth Cannon of Cannon Family Dental. We do a little bit of everything, cosmetic dentistry, general dentistry. We see all ages of patients. I like that patients are comfortable with bringing their family here. With smaller children, they're some of my favorite patients to see. We always try to make that first visit super happy where they get to come in, sit in the chair, see how they get pictures of their teeth and get their teeth brushed with a little silly brush. There's multiple families that have been with me since the beginning, and their kids were, my kids' age, like 7, 8 years old, and now they're grown up driving. They drive to their own appointments and make their own appointments, which is wonderful, and getting to see the kids and grow up with them it's great to be a part of that. So if any of you are looking for a new dentist, we would love to have you join our family. Definitely give us a call if you'd like to come in.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Bettina says, whoop, whoop, let's put your fins up. There you go. Hello, Linda Wagner, Michael Stansberry. Thank you all for being with us. All right, the Daytona 500 qualifying tonight at Daytona International Speedway. Here's your 42 drivers going to be in the field for the Daytona 500. Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Corey LaJoie, Kyle Busch, Chase Elliott, Noah Gragson, Denny Hamlin, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Riley Herbst, A.J. Allmendinger, Chris Buescher, Martin Truex Jr., Christopher Bell, Harrison Burton, Joey Logano, Bubba Wallace, William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, Michael McDowell, Kaz Grala, Todd Gillian, Ryan Preece, John Hunter Nemechek, Eric Jones. Also in the field for the Daytona 500, Tyler Reddick, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Alex Bowman, Justin Haley, Ty Gibbs, David Reagan, boy, there's a throwback, Anthony Alfredo, Zane Smith, Carson Hocevar, B.J. McLeod, Jimmy Johnson. Wow, Jimmy's running the Legacy Motor Club, and Daniel Suarez. So they'll qualify tonight around 8 o'clock at Daytona, set the top two positions for Sunday's running of the Daytona 500. National Hockey League last night. Predators lose again. They've fallen to 5th place now. They got outskated 4-2 by New Jersey in Nashville. Other winners, Vancouver, Edmonton, Tampa Bay, Buffalo, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto, Colorado, Seattle, and the Dallas Stars all get W's tonight on the ice. National Hockey League, Florida skates at Pittsburgh against the Pens. San Jose, the Sharks at Winnipeg. And Minnesota, the Wild will be at Arizona. And that's your National Hockey League for tonight. Again, Tennessee basketball tonight. Tennessee on the road at Arkansas. And so here's an interesting story. I want to get this before we get out of here. Interesting story. Got 2 new listings, too, with David Collins and Collins & Company. Tell you about those. Justin Jefferson says, if I stay in Minnesota, I'm going to tell you who's going to be the quarterback or I'm not staying. There you go. Minnesota Vikings star receiver reportedly wants to know the team's plans at quarterback before he commits to a long-term deal. Jefferson's been an advocate for keeping Kirk Cousins, who is set to become a free agent after playing the season of 2023 under a 1-year, $35 million deal. Had a season-ending injury halfway through the season. So Jefferson may also play a factor in what the team does regarding Cousins as one of the league's best receivers. Justin Jefferson certainly has leverage. Made it clear late last season where he stands regarding the team's quarterback situation. So the Vikings said we're going to pay you pretty much whatever you want within reason in order to keep him in Minnesota for the long haul. So now he's saying, I'll stay, but I got to have input on the quarterback. I want Kirk Cousins to stay. That's going to have something to do with what I'm going to do as far as a long-term contract. Interesting. Very interesting. So, top 25 college basketball, number 8, Tennessee at Arkansas. Top-ranked UConn will be at DePaul tonight. And 11th-ranked South Carolina will be at number 13 Auburn. That'll be your games tonight. Top 25. Tennessee plays beginning at 9 o'clock on ESPN2 for the Volunteers and the Arkansas Razorbacks in Arkansas. So, there you go. 2 new listings for Collins and Company. This one's on Greendale Court, Keenberg Elementary, Keenberg Middle, and Elizabeth High School. Reynolds Road and Greendale Court. On the corner of Greendale Court and Reynolds Road, it is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home. Going for $539,900. There it is, right there, brand new listing. Collins and Company. Not that far from where we are, about 10 minutes from where we're sitting, I think. There's that one. Is that the only one we've got? Or do they have another one? Let's see. Yep, here's another one. Here is property on Highway 19E. You have, let's see, almost 4 acres. Just outside the city limits of Elizabethton. A mixed usage and can be used as a residential or commercial. It's on Highway 19E. 4 acres for $179,900. Here it is. There you go. Go to the website, check it out at collinsandcompany.info to find out more about that. All right? All righty. Happy Valentine's Day. Hello, Carrie Reed. Happy Valentine's Day to you and to everybody out there watching today. We appreciate you very much. Be sure and like and share the show, and you do. In fact, Carrie's going to be with us on Monday. We're going to talk. We'll have Carrie have a female. We may have the Oakland A's have the first female play-by-play announcer. We may have the first female co-host of the show. How about that? Could be Carrie Reed. Never know. Stranger things have happened. So anyway, she'll be with us on Monday to talk it up. And we'll get into whatever she wants to talk about as far as sports. Let's take a look at the verse of the day to wrap this thing up. And we always dedicate our show to the man that hung on the cross, and it goes like this. Ephesians 3:12 says, in him and through faith in him, we may approach God with freedom and confidence. How about that? Ephesians 3:12 is the verse of the day. In him and through faith in him, we may approach God with freedom and with confidence. That's the verse of the day. Again, the Ephesians 3:12 here on the Tom Daly Sports Show. Back tomorrow, we're going to be at Big John's Closeouts. Tomorrow, broadcasting live. Looking forward to being over there with Mike and the folks. See what's going on with the spring fix-up. They're selling a lot of cabinets right now, a lot of flooring. A lot of folks, again, getting ready to jazz up their homes or their businesses. More homes, I guess. So we'll talk to him coming up tomorrow. We'll be live at Big John's Closeouts, ready to go. Show number 2022 tomorrow on the road at Big John's Closeouts. So we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Don't forget, if you're doing your spring cleanup outside and you need a container, ContainerMan.com. Go to that website, and they will drop the container off. You fill it up and turn around and haul it away. How about that? You call, you load it up, and we haul away. Can't beat that. That would be, again, ContainerMan.com. Our buddy George Gwynn. He'll be with us in a couple of, he'll be out here on the show in the not-too-distant future. So, again, we appreciate him, appreciate you, and we'll do it all over again tomorrow. Again, we'll be live at Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. So, for Tommy and Mary Tipton, and for our guests today, which were Kelly Broussard, swim coach at Elizabethton High School, Greg Salyer, who we sang to his mother if you missed it, which is pretty special, had Taz Irvin tore up, and we got to start with Joseph Taylor from Ivy Hall Nursing Home. For all those folks, this is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Back tomorrow, show number 2022 from Big John's Closeouts here in Elizabethton. See you then. And again, happy Valentine's Day on this Wednesday, the day of love.